Why am I standing in the doorway? I'll tell you why I'm standing in the doorway. Because it's a lovely day and we're going to test this little car. Look, it's over there, it's on the bonnet. We're going to go and give this little car a lovely little test drive today. Look at that. Look at it. Absolutely amazing. It's a lovely car. And a bloke called Chris, I reckon, is fairly pleased to own it. Let's hope that we don't break it. We've got a lovely tarmac road today. Look at that. That's amazing. It goes all the way down there. I've never been here before, but it seems pretty good. So I reckon I'm going to have to save this in my little address book of interesting places to go with RC cars. Anyway, I reckon we should get some bits and bobs. I've already got my little tool bag out, so we'll get the little tool bag over here. Close that door. Not that I've got any heating in there, so it's getting a bit nippy now in the mornings, I will admit. It's getting a little bit nippy in the mornings now. Daytimes ain't too bad. Kind of warms up to about 20 degrees, 18, 19, 20 degrees in the daytime when there's no wind. But yeah, the mornings are a bit on the cold side, and I haven't got any heating at the moment in there because there was an issue with the old matrix with the valve for the heating. So I did repair it. It's on and off. I don't think that's the issue, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about other stuff. And I certainly won't be stopping this by pinching the fuel line. Eh? I know I managed to trigger some of you, didn't I? I wound you up. You lot don't know me, do you? Eh? You don't know me as well as you think you do. You just don't. I know some of you like to play a little game back, and we can play little games together because that's what it's all about. Look, I don't give an uncle's monkey how you stop your nitro engines. Yeah, you can pinch the fuel line, you can put your thumb over the exhaust, you can stamp on it if you want, you can throw it in a bush. I don't care. It just doesn't matter. As long as you stop the engine however when you want to do it, you can stop it however you want to do it. But pinching the fuel line is the gay way of doing it. So let's get bits and bobs out, get it fired up, and go and see how it runs. Angled that camera in such a way that you can actually see. Unfortunately, my eyes don't go around corners, so it's difficult for me to see once you're on top of my head what you're looking at. Now I reckon that this car is going to be fairly good, because it did run well on the bench. Just top it up with a bit of 25. I ain't got a clue what percentage is already in it, because it turned up in the post with a bloody full tank of nitro. Now, I know. I said, my God, that's lucky that's still in there. I would have thought that would have fallen out, but it didn't. So that was lucky. Using my roto start because I can't get the one that a bloke called Chris sent with it. I can't get to work. That's beyond me. Roto starts totally beyond me. I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about when it comes to roto starts. In fact, I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about full stop. So yeah, just got to wing it, I suppose. That's what you have to do. Wing it. What do they call it? Wing it? Is it wing it for a chocolate biscuit? No, it's risk it for a chocolate biscuit. I don't know what it is. Don't forget, it will be cold. I haven't warmed it up in any way. Let's put it over here. Person over there in a pickup truck. Let's hope he don't decide to park there too long. Although I have got the rest of this tarmac road here, so we can play around over here, can't we? it is rich at the moment. And cold. But rich is better when it's cold. It'll warm up in a minute. Quick little car. There he goes. Oh, that runs great, doesn't it? That's definitely got some power. Oh yeah. I'm never any good at actually controlling these on-road cars. They just go all over the place for me. You got to be some kind of skilled driver to actually be able to drive one of these on-road ones properly, and that ain't me. It's wheel spinning all the time. That weren't a bad tune that I put on it actually on the bench. I know all you professionals out there, you're about to do it a lot better. Sitting there at your keyboards. Sitting there at your keyboards, tuning Nitro cars while commenting on videos. Yep, you'll know what you're doing. But that's what it's all about, isn't it? That's what it's all about, my friends. It's actually great fun just sliding around. Second gear works as well, do you like? Haha, yeah. Nice. I'm not going to put the shell on. And the reason I'm not going to put the shell on is because, well, it's not my car. And that shell is immaculate. And I'll probably hit a curb. And that'll be like smashed up. So I'm going to leave the shell off. There'll be a lot of people getting annoyed now. Just do a speed run, just go up and down, do a speed run. Nope. No thank you. Don't like speed. Whoa. Never really have seen the fascination with speed. I don't know why a lot of people do it. How fast does that car go? If you go on a website, like an RC car website, and go on, pick a car, any car, and then go on the FAQ, the frequently asked questions, you know, on all that car. Most of them will be how fast will it go? What's the top speed? How fast does this go? What's the top speed of this on this battery, on this engine with this nitro fuel, all this bollocks? Why do they? I don't understand why you need to know the top speed. I mean, who cares about top speed? I'm honest, I don't know why that is. I mean, this to me now, this is more fun, just sliding around. Sliding around like this now. Far more fun than going quick up and down. Tell you what, this will make a nice drift car. Yeah. Whoop. Well, I think now, whee. I think it's quite clear that it definitely runs well enough now to stay running, because that was part of the problem. It wouldn't stay running before, and now it definitely does. What a dream. What an absolute dream. We'll run it out of nitro, and then we'll run it out of nitro, and then we'll call that a day. I think that's more than good. Oh, the sun. Oh, the sun. The sun is beating now. That's actually nice and warm. Listen to it. Ticking over there. Running. It might be a little bit higher. I think I would be inclined to lower it a little bit in a minute, but it's running like an absolute dream, so I'm bloody pleased with that. A bloke called Chris is going to love it. Yeah, happy days. Make sure you put your thumb over the exhaust to stop your nitro car, because that's the best way of doing it. In fact, it's the only way of doing it. There is no other way. Any other way is bollocks. You're not the nuts, I'll tell you that now. You crack me up in the mornings when I read the comments. Right, that's enough joking around. Put your back on there. That'd be enough joking around. Even Johnny Boy's saying to himself, come on, let's go and get a burger. Wait, let's go and get a burger, eh? Hot dog, donuts, chicken carbonara. This place is weird. It feels like there's cars driving up behind you when you're in the road, but there ain't. And you even hear them. You hear the cars behind you, but there ain't no cars there. It's mad. Proper mad, man. Hey! What a beast! Right, let's send it out. We'll leave it there. Tick over for a little bit. Have a jam sandwich. Nearly out of nitro now. bit of a side note. You lot. I'm playing around with this camera because it annoys some of you when it kind of the audio kind of cuts out. I don't know if it's done it in this video yet, but I'm 99.9% sure that it's somehow the receiver, the radio gear, interferes with the microphone on the camera. I don't know why. I've got an idea, but I don't know. I've never had the issue before. It's kind of cropped. I'm going to run out of nitro now. There we go, ran out of nitro. It's kind of cropped up in the last, I don't know, year. Just randomly started happening. I mean, this is the same camera. I've not changed cameras or anything. I don't know what the deal is with it, but I'm 99% sure that's the problem, because it doesn't happen. It happens more when I'm playing around with RC cars or CB ham radio sometimes. I've not had it happen when I'm just walking around or just talking when there's no radio waves involved near me. There's a thing called RF, interference, and I think RF is radio frequency. I think the RF from the transmitter and the receiver going, I think it just interferes with this microphone on this camera somehow. Not really sure how or why, but I'm trying to remedy it. I know what to do to remedy it, but the thing is, you have to play around with the settings and get them right, and I haven't got time to sort of sit there and play around, so I'm playing around with each video, changing the settings ever so slightly on each video. This one, I've turned some settings up quite a lot, and there's a little bar on the screen there, and it's in the red most of the time, so that might mean that it's a bit loud, and it might mean that it was clipping a bit in this video, but I won't know that until I watch it back on the computer later on. By then it's too late. So anyway, there we go. I still don't know what this is. Schumacher 28 Pro, I think. Lovely car. There we go. Thanks for watching. Much appreciate all of you being here. And a bloke called Chris is a channel member. If you want to be a channel member, it really helps me out, because I really want to grow this channel some more than it already is. And if you're a channel member, you're going to get little perk things. Any car that I buy and sell, before I sell it to the general public and other subscribers, etc., I put them first refusal to channel members. And it's not in place yet, but I want to get in place. I'd like to get it in place once I can get some merchandise organised. That's another thing. It's a slow process for somebody like me, because things cost money, and I'm just your average bloke walking around the streets, know what I mean? But I want to get it so that all channel members, because you're already a channel member, you're already paying your membership fee. When I get t-shirts, you'll get a t-shirt. You won't have to pay any more money, you'll just get a t-shirt. If I get hats, you'll get a hat, etc, etc, etc. Before, all the channel members will be kitted out in Haggard RC merchandise. If I get backpacks, I'd like to make a backpack. If I get backpacks, you just get a backpack, because you've effectively already paid for it in your membership. So that's what I'm working towards. It's not there at the moment. At the moment, you just get first refusal on cars that I sell, and you get to see every video before anyone else, become members first. If you don't fancy that, please just think about subscribing, because, you know, maybe you like this type of thing, maybe you learn something, maybe you just like me winding you up, telling you that what you do with your car is gay. I don't know, maybe you like that kind of thing. I think there's a few people that do, especially Mr. Offner guy, cracking bloke in America somewhere. He loves it. And yeah, definitely don't be pinching your fuel line to stop your engine, because I'm afraid it will affect you. It will affect you. You know, you won't be a normal person after you've done that. Anyway, thanks for watching, you lot. Take care. I hope you enjoyed the couple of videos on this Schumacher 28 Pro, because I knew that it was going to be relatively simple to get it going, and it turns out that it was. And to be honest, I know a lot of you lot, you know what you're doing. You're sitting at keyboards, you can tune a nitro engine far better than anyone else in the world. But I reckon the little tune that I done on the bench yesterday, actually I didn't have to adjust it at all, did I, today? And I reckon it was a pretty good tune. Not perfect by any means, more than good enough for general driving, and more than good enough for a bloke called Chris to have some fun with his car. So on that note, I'll catch you later on. All the best, love life, and yeah, I just can't wait for the next time we meet each other again. I just can't wait for it. What will it be? What will I have? I don't know, you know. Maybe I'll go down that field and take the Roving for a run or do something like that. I don't know. I'm going to stop talking because otherwise we'll be here forever. Cheerio. All the best.